The cradle of civilization. Once upon a time, there was a sun-drenched land where towering mountains rose towards the blue sky and crystal-clear seas embraced islands brimming with life. This was ancient Greece, a mosaic of city-states, each pulsating with its own identity and culture. Athens, with its bustling streets and the iconic Acropolis, was a center of learning and innovation, where the concept of democracy began to flourish. Citizens gathered in the agoras, discussing ideas and making decisions that would shape their destiny. Meanwhile, in Sparta, the serenity of the valley contrasted with the rigorous discipline of its inhabitants. From a young age, Spartan boys were educated to become relentless warriors, while girls were trained to be strong and resilient, ensuring the city's future. Life in Sparta revolved around collectivism and strength, creating a culture where bravery and loyalty were revered. Among these powers, other city-states, such as Corinth and Thebes, also stood out, each contributing to the rich fabric of Greek civilization. Trade flourished, linking these cities through maritime routes, while art and philosophy intertwined in everyday conversations. The Greeks sought not only material progress but also excellence in all areas of life, from politics to aesthetics. Festivities were moments of unity, where citizens celebrated gods and heroes, singing and dancing in honor of the deities they believed guided them. Joy, competition, and spirituality intertwined, creating a strong sense of community. Thus, ancient Greece, with its rivalries and collaborations, became a vibrant stage for human experiences, where the pursuit of knowledge and beauty shaped the future of a civilization that still resonates today. Mythology and the gods in this vibrant environment, Greek mythology unfolded as a guiding thread of daily life. The gods and goddesses, with their complex personalities, were more than mere figures of worship. They were reflections of the deeper aspects of human nature. Zeus, the king of the gods, ruled with a lightning bolt in hand, symbolizing strength and power, but also the weaknesses and whims of authority. Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, guided citizens in their decisions, while Apollo, with his beauty and harmony, inspired artists and poets. Mythological stories were told and retold in the squares and homes, where parents passed down oral tradition to their children. The myth spoke of loves and betrayals, heroism and tragedy, offering lessons about life and morality. Heroes like Hercules and Odysseus became symbols of courage and cleverness, inspiring generations with their epic adventures. Religious festivals were moments of great celebration, where playwrights presented their dramas in great tragedies and comedies, reflecting human dilemmas and relationships with the divine. On these occasions, the city united in devotion, offering sacrifices and prayers, seeking the protection and blessing of the gods. Athletic competitions, such as the Olympic Games, were not only demonstrations of physical strength, but also a way to honor Zeus and celebrate human excellence. Mythology permeated all aspects of Greek life, from the architecture of the temples, which were built in honor of the gods, to the arts, which captured the beauty and complexity of existence. Thus, the connection between the divine and the human became an intrinsic part of Greek identity, shaping not only culture, but also the understanding of the world around them. The philosophical legacy. While mythology and religion shaped daily life, a new way of thinking began to emerge in the streets and squares of ancient Greece. Philosophers, driven by curiosity and the pursuit of truth, questioned traditional beliefs and explored the depths of human knowledge. Socrates, with his incisive questioning method, challenged citizens to reflect on their own lives, instigating debates that resonated throughout Athens. He believed that wisdom came from recognizing one's own ignorance, an idea that would forever change the way knowledge was perceived. Plato, his disciple, took these concepts to new heights. In his works, such as the Republic, he envisioned an ideal society governed by reason and justice. The allegory of the cave, one of his most famous metaphors, questioned the perception of reality, showing how many lived trapped in illusion without understanding the true essence of things. Plato founded the Academy, one of the first centers of learning, where philosophical ideas were discussed and debated with fervor. Aristotle, a student of Plato, brought a more empirical approach to philosophy. He explored logic, ethics, biology, and politics, establishing foundations that would endure for centuries. His work, Nicomachean Ethics, addressed the pursuit of happiness and virtue, emphasizing the importance of reason and moderation. Aristotle founded the Lyceum, where scholars dedicated themselves to study and observation, contributing to the development of scientific knowledge. These thinkers, with their innovative ideas, shaped not only Greek philosophy, but also influenced Western thought in the ages to come. Discussions about ethics, politics, and the nature of humanity still resonate in universities and contemporary conversations. Ancient Greece, therefore, was not just a place of myths and gods, but also a cradle of wisdom and reflection, where the quest for understanding transformed the way humanity related to itself and the world. Wars and conflicts in this scene of intense cultural and intellectual flourishing, rivalries between the city-states began to intensify. The Persian Wars, a monumental confrontation between the Greek cities and the Persian Empire, emerged as a test of strength and courage. Athens and Sparta temporarily united, facing the Persian threat in epic battles such as those of Marathon and Salamis. The Greek victory not only preserved the freedom of the city-states, but also fostered a strong sense of identity and unity among the Greeks. However, this unity was ephemeral. The differences between Athens and Sparta quickly resurfaced, leading to the Peloponnesian War, a devastating conflict that lasted nearly 3 decades. Athens, with its powerful navy and cultural achievements, and Sparta, with its unbeatable land army, fought for supremacy. The battle spread throughout Greece, bringing destruction and desolation. The city-states, once centers of creativity and innovation, now found themselves consumed by hatred and distrust. The impact of war was profound. Alliances broke apart, and the spirit of cooperation gave way to resentment. Many cities were devastated, and the long struggle for power left scars that would take generations to heal. However, even amidst chaos, moments of heroism and resilience emerged. Citizens, inspired by their traditions and the pursuit of an ideal, often found strength in adversity, reaffirming the importance of courage and loyalty to the homeland. With the end of the war, a new balance of power began to arise. Despite victories and defeats, Greece remained fertile ground for reflection and learning. The lessons learned from conflicts shaped political and military thought, influencing how the Greeks viewed war and peace. Thus, the wars that devastated Greece also served as catalysts for change, leading to the search for new forms of governance and reflection on the true meaning of citizenship and justice. Art and architecture as wars shaped the fate of cities. Greek art and architecture flourished as an expression of the quest for beauty and perfection. Artists, inspired both by mythology and by everyday life, created works that captured the essence of humanity and the splendor of the world. Sculptors like Phidias, whose statues of gods and heroes were admired for their proportion and realism, sought not only to portray the human figure, but also to convey a sense of divinity and eternity. The temples, majestic and grand, were built in honor of the deities, reflecting the devotion of the citizens. The Parthenon in Athens, erected in honor of Athena, was a masterpiece of classical architecture, with its Doric columns and elaborate details symbolizing harmony and order. These buildings were not only places of worship, but also representations of the cultural and political identity of the city. Greek pottery, with its beautiful vases and decorated plates, told stories through its illustrations. The scenes depicted myths, everyday events, and athletic competitions, revealing the life and values of the time. These pieces, in addition to being utilitarian, became works of art that expressed the creativity and skill of the artisans. Theater also played a crucial role in Greek culture. The plays of tragedies and comedies, written by playwrights like Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Aristophanes, were performed in imposing amphitheaters where the audience gathered to reflect on moral and social issues. The art of theater not only entertained, but also served as a means of critique and reflection, challenging citizens to confront their own realities. Through their art and architecture, the Greeks not only celebrated their victories and myths, but also sought to understand the human condition. Each sculpture, each temple, each theatrical piece was a contribution to a lasting legacy that still resonates in contemporary aesthetics and culture. Ancient Greece, with its relentless pursuit of beauty and truth, left an indelible impact on the world, reminding us that art is a powerful way to express the human experience. The lasting influence over the centuries, the legacy of ancient Greece expanded beyond its borders, influencing civilizations and cultures around the world. The Renaissance, a period of rediscovery of the arts and classical ideas, brought forth the works of Greek philosophers and artists, inspiring thinkers and creators to look to the past for wisdom and aesthetics. The ideas of democracy, citizenship, and justice, formulated by thinkers like Plato and Aristotle, became fundamental pillars of Western political thought. Greek mythology, with its timeless narratives of gods and heroes, continued to captivate the imagination of writers, artists, and filmmakers. Stories of love, betrayal, and redemption resonate in contemporary, literary, and cinematic works, showing that human dilemmas are universal and perennial. The use of myths as metaphors for modern issues reveals the depth and continued relevance of these narratives. In art, the quest for ideal beauty and perfect proportion, initiated by Greek masters, has influenced artistic movements throughout history, from the Renaissance to neoclassicism. Architects and artists continued to draw inspiration from the columns, forms, and techniques developed in Greece, creating works that echo its spirit of excellence. Moreover, Greek philosophy laid the foundations for disciplines like ethics, politics, and science. Reflections on the nature of knowledge and reality shaped the development of the scientific method and logic, profoundly impacting education and research. Ideas about happiness and virtue, discussed by Aristotle, are still debated in contemporary philosophical and psychological contexts. Thus, ancient Greece, with its rich tapestry of culture, thought, and art, continues to be a source of inspiration and reflection. Its legacy intertwines with the history of humanity, reminding us of the importance of the pursuit of knowledge, beauty, and mutual understanding. As we navigate the complexities of the modern world, the Greek heritage invites us to look to the past, learn from it, and shape a brighter future. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.